After a nice long day in the garden, I think it's time we do a reaction video. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another very exciting episode right here on the MIgardener channel. In today's episode, we're going to be doing another reaction video. You guys loved the reaction video we did, reacting to very popular and kind of viral gardening TikTok hacks. And so in today's episode, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be doing a reaction video to our own intros. That's right. If you've been watching our channel for any length of time, you'll know that we've gone through many different iterations of our intro. And as we've kind of grown and matured and found ourselves, we have kind of honed our skills to what we think we like for today. But 5 years from now, I think we'll probably still be looking back and saying, what were we doing? But that is the fun part about being on this platform, is that you can look back. It's like basically like a living document that is always being updated as you go and as you grow. And that's what I love about it. So with that being said, we're not going to be critiquing someone else's work. We're going to be critiquing my own work. And it should be pretty fun. Let's go. All right, so we thought it'd be kind of fun since I've already seen all these intros. We're just gonna go oldest, most OG to the newest. And then that way we can kind of look in chronological order as we've gone, because it's been pretty crazy to watch the intros change over the years. So this is the oldest intro, and I haven't seen it fully in a very long time. 11 years old. Let's go, this is crazy. Oh man, I don't know what I was thinking when I created this. Yeah. So, oh man, that's brutal. So a few things to note here. The only thing that was actually originally mine from that intro, everything else was literally just taken off Google Images, which I didn't know any better at the time. I was just like, let's be fun and creative. So the potato tower, like all Google Images. The lettuce, the rows of lettuce, all on Google Images. I think, yeah, looking in there, there's like for the tips, like that's like some probably 60-plus-year-old person's hand just plucking, thinning onion seedlings. But it's like, I just, man, I thought that was the crispest, cleanest intro that I've ever had. But then the only thing that was actually mine was just the pumpkin sprout. So that's really funny. But no, I was proud of that. But the next one after that, I don't know what I was thinking. But I was in a phase in my life where I just thought, we're doing this, we're going, let's just roll with it. This one comes from 10 years ago. I only lived with that initial intro for 1 year before I thought, I could do better. And boy, did I. This one was kind of elusive when I was trying to find this one, because there's only a few amount of videos that have this intro. So it's kind of like that really, really kind of rare video that you can kind of stumble across every once in a while. And when you come across it, oh, you know you found a gem. What was I thinking? What was I thinking when I created that? Oh my goodness, I don't even know what I was. This is the wildest intro ever. The dancing with a packet of beans, and then dancing with a with a tomato plant, with the off-colored shots, the vlogs popping around, how-tos. Oh yeah, I thought it was, and I called it MIGTV because I thought that was like the latest and greatest thing too, to give yourself like a catchy little abbreviated. Oh man, boy, who do you think we should bring that back? We should bring that back for the 10-year anniversary. We should bring that back for a little bit. If this video gets 12,000 views, we'll bring the intro back. Challenge accepted. But only for a limited time, for 10-year anniversary. I could not stand to see that longer than maybe like a month. All right, so this is the third iteration of the intro, and it's kind of like royalty, where they, the viewers uprise like citizens and like overthrow the king and queen because they're being poor leaders. Well, the audience quickly spoke and was like, I want nothing to do with this intro. And I wanted nothing to do with it as well after about a couple months. And so very quickly there was a transition to another intro. And this one, oh, I thought this one was gold. This one was, I thought this one was the bee's knees. And so this one is also 10 years old. This one, I cannot believe I thought it was as cool as it was. So let's roll and let's watch this one. It's very HGTV-ish. Oh yeah. I also didn't notice that it spells we garden vlogs. So when it flips the MI, so I did this in, I forgot even what program. I mean, goodness, I forgot what program. There was some type of simulation program that I could basically do like 3D art. I have no idea what program this was even done on, but I thought this was the coolest thing in the world. And so it starts out with MI, and then it flips to Gardener, which the MI becomes, yeah. And then it flips again and it says, we vlogs and how-tos. But I was inspired by the HGTV kind of like, that like intro that they do on like This Old House or something like that, where I know I've seen the intro and the beat was just such a bop. I thought that thing was like the most amazing intro ever. So pixelated though. I mean, I think at that time you probably could have played a Nintendo 64 game with less pixelation. But boy, I thought that thing was amazing. That must have been a full like 380p, honestly, with the resolution. It's just catastrophic. But nevertheless, we still pressed on. So now at this point, we are now 9 years in. As you can see, 4 intros in basically 3 years indicates that I had no idea really who I was at the time. But I was loving life because YouTube was the most fun that I was having in a long time. But at this point, I met a beautiful girl at school named Cindy, and she went to design school, and she thought I could probably do something better. And so 9 years ago, she kind of took charge, and against my better judgment, I told her what to do. Even though she went to design school, I was the one that told her what she should do. Note to self, terrible idea. I knew nothing about intros. I still know nothing about intros, to be perfectly honest with you. So I don't create our intros, because if I did, I'd be stuck back 10 years ago, 11 years ago, still creating that same garbage. So I told her I wanted like some like jazzy, cool, freelance or royalty-free music. And I wanted a tomato because I was adamant that our channel was, if tomatoes were not a part of it, because everyone called me the tomato man, because I would raise a ton of tomatoes, sell a ton of tomatoes, do a bunch of videos on tomatoes. Everybody kind of saw me as the tomato channel. Even though we were all about gardening, it was like really focused on tomatoes. So I said, we have to have a tomato. And so this is what she came up with. Simple. Instantly puts you in the mood. I'll tell you what. That was, I mean, nothing, it was definitely fast. It was, I mean, 13 seconds was a pretty, I mean, that was like a longer length intro, but like there was enough movement that it felt pretty short. But the pixelation, again, I cannot get away from. Oh my gosh. Oh my word. The pixelation back then was, how did I think that was great? How did she think that was great? She should have been like, Luke, I'm leaving you if you think this is good. Because I insisted that's what we were going with. That being said, I mean, the MIgardener, we still kept the vlogs, how-tos, and tips, because I thought the last intro, the one that was all rotating in like HGTV-ish from like 1990s, I was insistent that that was the coolest intro ever, that she was kind of trying to bridge the gap, extending an olive branch to me and being like, Luke, look, if you insist that that was the most amazing thing ever, I will adapt it, but it's got to change. And it did have to change. Also, the Twitter, what the heck? I don't even know who Gardeners Are Us. Obviously, that was a Twitter handle that we had back then, but that's not our Twitter handle now. I wonder if that's just gone into the abyss. I'll have to check. That's interesting. Well, hey, that was an interesting one. So now we're going to go to the next one. The next one is our longest running intro we've ever had on the channel. And it ran for a total of 5 years, believe it or not. It lasted 5 years. It was just the most calm transition to an intro that never was hated. It was perfect in every way, but yet still I have so many questions as to how we didn't ever change it. All right, let's roll this one and check this one out. I still will hum this one, I'll be honest. This one is new enough because this was just, 7 years ago was a long time ago. But that intro you saw, the little jazzy freelance music type thing, royalty-free music, that only lasted 2 years, which was a huge, that lasted, twice as long as any other intro we had. But this one lasted 5 years, and this one was great. I love this one. How can you not love that? That beat is just puts me in a good mood every single time. That's good. 14 seconds, we kept it short and snappy, but I also don't know, this was all Cindy. Cindy did this one. This was where she actually stepped in and she was like, okay, this is not working. What you are recommending to me and what you have done is actually a steaming pile of compost, and I need to do better. So this is where she actually fully stepped in and she's like, you need to give me 5 days for me to create something. I think it probably took longer than that even. I think it was like 7 days. I started bugging her at day 5. And she's like, I need to sit down and don't even give me input. I will take everything that you've talked about that you like. Let me just do my creative work. And honestly, great. I remember I had a t-shirt too that had this, the same, it had the font and the green, and it was simple, beautiful. I loved the song. That was iconic for me. That was great. So yeah, honestly, in the terms of intros, I don't even really hate that one that much. I think that one, Cindy did such a phenomenal job. The song still is just that little guitar ditty, amazing. It's phenomenal. That being said, though, as we started to grow, at that point we were probably at right around 200,000 subscribers, and we took that all the way to 500,000 subscribers. So we grew a ton. The channel just exploded and started taking off. And Cindy thought, I am not, my capabilities are kind of limited, and I would like to do something that is even a little more gutsy, and that's to hire somebody. We're going to hire somebody. And at the time, we knew, we still know, a good close friend of ours named Levi. And Levi was making YouTube videos, and his editing skills were awesome. So I thought, okay, fine. I will trust you, Cindy. I know that we could probably do better. We could probably adapt. So let's hire Levi to do an intro, because you're limited on your knowledge. I am of absolutely no help. So let's see what Levi can come up with. And this lasted for about, I think, 3 years or so ish. And this one was interesting. I really liked these intros because they're super close to kind of what we do now, which is I didn't always throw them at the very beginning. Sometimes I threw them in where it was appropriate. And so this one was kind of at the 54-second mark in this video. But the one critique was that people said it was way too long of an intro. All right, let's go. Single-handedly one of the best intro songs we've ever had. That's why I still love it to this day. His videography skills were so good too. I just, fade into white. Oh, it's crispy. I love it. That is an amazing intro. The only thing is that to go from 40 seconds or so to like a minute 18. You're talking like a 25, 30-second intro. It was a bit long for most people. And a lot of people said that the song kind of sounded like a record playing like really slowly on a record player, which I was fine with. I love lo-fi, so I would listen to lo-fi all the time. But the transitions, the garden had never looked better. I mean, this was the year where our garden, just every single thing looked, mwah, chef's kiss, phenomenal. So this, so it's 54 seconds. So, all right, let's go. So it was a pretty long intro. It was about like 25 seconds. But like the cucumbers were insane. We filmed this all, by the way. This whole thing was filmed in basically one day using everything that we had in the garden. So we essentially just set aside a whole day and we filmed this, and I can't tell you how many shots we did. We had, I think, probably close to 30 shots of different things we were picking and different color contrasts that Levi was having us kind of do. And we scrapped it down to like the bare minimum, what we thought would be like the best transition shots throughout the thing. And I remember getting so frustrated. Like, Levi is a great friend of ours, but I was so frustrated with him because I was like, Levi, we have done so many. It was hot that day too. It was probably, I think it was probably 80, 90 degrees. And we're out there, he's like, okay, I need this shot. I don't know if this shot's gonna work. Let's try it again. And we were out there for so long. But when it was done, he took it back to his place, he edited it up. And when it was done, I was sold. I loved it. It was incredible. I love it. So I still love it to this day, but I understand that it's a little too long. So we shortened it down. We simplified it a lot. And then the next intros that we really had for like a year were just no intro at all. And one of the most common things you guys said was like, hey, I'd love an intro. So he kind of just like welcomes you into the channel. So we went with no intro for probably like 2 years. And then we met Taylor. And Taylor does all of our videos now. She does all of the videography and the editing side. She does a phenomenal job. So make sure you thank Taylor in the comments box down below, because she's taken this channel from zero to hero. And it's awesome. So I really appreciate that. Also, just like I don't know anything about creating intros, I also really don't know a whole lot about editing. I just basically do it all off the cuff, and I'm self-taught, but she actually went to school for a lot of that stuff. So that's where Taylor really excels. So let's check out the intro that we have now, and that's the one that you guys see a lot, and everybody unanimously loves. It has the short snappiness of like the older intros that were just fast and done. Welcome you to the channel, got you in the mood. They weren't right in the beginning though. They're not always just smack dab right in the middle of or right in the beginning of the video. They're appropriately positioned in there to kind of greet you with my voice and then the intro sometimes, but it's always changing, which is great. And then it's got that amazing song, that lo-fi song. Ooh, love it. This is the latest intro, and I'm really excited. I love this. This, I think, is the cleanest intro, the one that really kind of just embodies the current state of MIgardener, which is just modern, clean, fun, inviting, inspiring, everything, all the above. Good job on that intro, Taylor. How simple that is. It's just like, it's just quick, simple. I mean, it's like 3 seconds. It's, oh, love it. It's like ripping off a Band-Aid, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to spend too much time on an intro. I'm not that narcissistic that I need to have like an intro like a minute long. It's just like, get it in, get it off. You know, branding is super important so people know that it's an MIgardener video. It's got that feel, that touch, that je ne sais quoi, you know what I mean? It's got that, like, it's got that chef's kiss. It's got that, like, done. MIgardener, welcome. And it's done. Like, it's, I mean, it's so fast that, like, you know, it's done and over with. That's, yeah. Anyways, I love it. So, yeah. So those are all of the intros. I would love to know what your favorite is in the comments box down below. If you really loved an intro, you know, obviously it's something that we probably won't be revisiting. But if this video gets, what do we say, 12,000? Yeah, if this video gets 12,000 thumbs up, we will revisit the Dancing with Tomatoes intro for a short period of time. So challenge if you love it. If not, still hit the like button, please, because it helps this video get spread around to more people. If you did enjoy, make sure you subscribe. We have a lot more gardening content coming out. We are just getting started with gardening content, and we're going to be filming 3 videos a week now, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So get excited. Lots more gardening content coming out. I'm super honored to spend this time with you guys. So thank you so much, and we'll catch you all on the next episode. All right, take care, guys. Grow bigger.